I'm Aaron, and here's how you can save thousands of dollars when you're building a new home. So whether you're doing a new build or a home renovation, you're likely paying your builder a management fee for the oversight of the project, and that percentage is likely based on the pre-construction estimate value. So let's be clear, the builder has a monetary interest in the project estimate, including as much in their scope of work as possible. Now, the purpose of the management fee is to compensate the builder for their time and their coordination and management of those activities. Well, sometimes items slip into the budget and the estimate that the builder doesn't necessarily have to manage or require much oversight, especially things at the beginning of the project or at the end of the project. Sometimes these can be things like landscaping or permit applications or engineering. Now, these items could add up to a lot of money, sometimes maybe $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 even, depending on the project. Now, if the builder's charging or getting 15%, an additional 15% on all of that, say it's $30,000, if you can pull as the homeowner, if you can pull some of those items out of that builder's scope and say, you know, I'll manage these, I'll take care of these, you don't have to worry about these. Well, that can be as much as, well, it'll be 15% of the value of those line items. So if it's a $30,000 line item, you just save yourself $4,500 in one conversation. Now, the builder may not be super excited about letting go of some of those items because obviously that cuts into their profit, but you're well within your rights to do it. That can save you thousands. Hey guys, quick reminder to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And if you do, I'll plant your petunias. And if you do, I'll show up at work and give you a great big old hug. And if you do, I'll invite you over for a bowl of cereal. You can have any one you want. Taxes. So it's a dirty word, but it pays to pay attention. Oftentimes in new builds, builders don't include taxes in their estimate because in some cases the client needs to pay 5% on the overall value of the building once it's complete. Sometimes builders don't include the tax because some items have state and provincial tax and some don't, but make no mistake, the client always has to pay tax. Sometimes the builder will pay the taxes up front and get reimbursed later. This cost can sometimes be hidden or not clear to clients, and they're really, it's kind of murky waters, and then they get a $50,000 bill at the end of the project. So please make sure you're clear on who's paying the taxes and at what point the taxes are being paid. This can save thousands in overages if the clients know this expense is coming. That way you may not spend as much during the build if you know you've got this bill coming at the end. Another way you can save thousands is by using time and materials quoting, especially for renovations. Now, fixed price is great for new builds because the drawings are there and they often don't change. But as I mentioned in an earlier video that you can see maybe right here, higher task uncertainty equals higher cost variability. I'll say that again. Higher task uncertainty equals higher cost variability. So in new builds, once you're out of the ground, almost everything can be measured and quantified from the construction drawings, so getting fixed prices and fixed quotes shouldn't be an issue. But renovations are another story. When things are hidden behind the walls, I always encourage clients to offer a time and materials contract to the trades, especially when there's uncertainty around the task, i.e. HVAC, plumbing, electrical. Until the walls and ceilings are opened up and all factors can be seen, getting a fixed price is likely going to result in somebody getting unfair value. Either the trade's going to price their quote really, really high because they don't want to lose their shirt on it, or they price it too low and end up working for a way discounted rate, and that's not always fair to them. It's really hard to get it right. So time and materials means they are paid for their time and the material it takes to get the job, no more and no less, and that can save you thousands. Another thing that can save you thousands is something called scope creep. So depending on the temperature of the construction market, not all contractors are busy all of the time. If a contractor is working on an hourly basis for you, say you're doing a renovation, and they're in the back half of the project and they don't have a project locked up for after your project is complete, what incentive do they have to finish your project in a timely and efficient manner? Not a huge incentive. Beyond the personal integrity, there's not really much there. They'll likely approach you, the client, and ask if they can take on additional scope of work in your project. I've seen framers take on drywalling work, tiling work, painting, essentially, because they need the additional work. They don't have anything for after your project winds up. So every contractor will tell you they can do everything, but the reality is that few people are really good at something they don't do very often. Some are, but most aren't. You're far better off to say thank you, but no thank you, and bring in the specialists to do what they do all day, every day. They're gonna be faster at it, they're gonna be far more efficient at it, and they're gonna be better at it. You won't be paying workers to do something inefficiently, and that alone can save you thousands. And lastly, some clients are hesitant to ask what they can do to lower costs when there are things that they absolutely can do that often builders don't wanna do. I've had clients come after hours to clean up, to sweep, so that carpenters don't spend their time cleaning instead of building. Investing a little sweat equity in your project means that you're getting far more value out of the trades that you are employing to do what they do best. You might lose some time on the evenings and weekends doing dump runs, but you'll save on that labor that you would have paid otherwise. It's a great way to monitor your project's progress also, and keep an eye out for mistakes or minor changes that you'd like to make. So that's one way that you can maybe lose a little bit of time on your weekends, but you can save thousands too. I hope you found these tips helpful. There's some of many ways that you can save thousands of dollars. If you're interested in learning more, head to albatrossacademy.ca, or if you'd like design services from me, albatrossdesigndraft.com. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I read through them and I'm happy to answer them if you have any project-specific questions. Thanks for watching.